Alrighty, folks, you might be living under a rock. If you don't know, we have the first ORaaT meeting in Vegas coming up February 17th and 18th. I wanted to run through my rough kind of flow of this with Mr. Ty, TYLG, not only because he is going, he is speaking, he will be taking on very large tasks to make the job or the event go, but he has been to or hosted over 100 events. And I just got to get I got to feel better about what's coming. I'm starting to get excited. I'm starting to get nervous. It's coming, man. It's coming.
I'm excited. And I got to say that you've got an all-star cast. Everybody, all the experts, the panel of millionaires, everybody, some special guests. Super excited. Sean Cannell, Think Media. Can't wait. It's going to be a blowout. To me, this is interesting too, because the week before in Las Vegas is the Super Bowl. And then the following week, I consider the one rental at a time Super Bowl, which is the 50K plus subscribers. I love it. I'm excited.
Yeah. So I want to kind of lay out kind of my vision just to get it out of me and have you look at it and go, ooh, you might want to tweak that, tweak that. You need some help. You need some help. Because again, I don't have a team. I don't have a company, right? We're trying to do different pieces. So let's just start with registration.
Yep.
First off, I want to thank you. You reached out, I believe, to the sub-2 community. You have found 4 or 5 people to help with registration. I would be broken if I had to do registration. So my plan there is to give 3 or 4 folks the list. We will have purple wristbands to highlight the VIPs. And that's kind of it, right? You'll get there about 8 o'clock. Please check in, do all of that. Remember, we're going to have 300, 320 people there. So don't be late. But that's it. Probably, I don't know. Do we do a VIP line in a normal? Do we do alphabetical? Any thoughts or suggestions? It's about 230 general, 70 VIP. What are your thoughts?
I think for sure we have a VIP. We want to make sure their experiences, they don't have to stand in a long line. They paid for that upgrade. We want to make sure they're taken care of.
Okay.
So there will be a VIP line, and then we will have, of course, everybody's a VIP. We'll have the people in the general admission tickets also. We'll get them pre-sorted out. So what we'll do is we'll probably do like 2 or 3 sections, like A through K, you know, and then sort it that way. But with 230 people, it should flow pretty good. And people like to get to events early. Why? Because they want to network. They want to talk and meet other people. And they have people that they like, hey, I can't wait to meet the lumberjack, or I can't wait to meet, you know, whatever, get a picture with Michael, or whatever the case may be. So for sure, anybody coming, get there early, because there's going to be a lot of great networking and such. So
yeah. So then we get into the event. There are just going to, because the space is limited, it's just going to be seats, no tables. I'm sorry, tables would have had to cut down the size by about 60%. So we went with seats to make sure we can get 300. You know, we're going to do basically 3 sessions before a big break. Obviously, you can, if you got to go, you got to go. We're going to do that. We're going to have lunch provided again for the VIPs and dinner. Outside, there'll be plenty of food options for you to pay for, or you can, I guess, have food delivered or whatnot. Upstairs. So general admissions downstairs. Upstairs is like this little area where you can look down. We have 5 or 6 folks that are done sponsorships, right? Like Matt the Mortgage Guy, Velocity, Convoy, Hemlane, Bo did a spot. Dan's going to be there as well. So we'll have some vendors there that, again, you've seen on this channel. If you want to go see them, ask questions, see what's going on. So they'll be there. This is a big one for me. And this was a shit ton of money. There's a back office where I am paying for basically a podcast room. I don't think I'm going to have an opportunity to kind of go in there and interview folks. So I'm asking folks like you, why you're going to be a big part of it, to take 4-hour chunks and just create content. Like you want to interview and meet Sean Cannell. He's only going to be there the morning of Saturday, I believe. So we're going to have to arrange for him and you to talk while like Jason and Jen are speaking. Because Jason and Jen are first. They just got to go first. It's the perfect couple to go first. But you're going to get to tap other folks and go, hey, can you go here? Can you go here? Can you come talk? You know, all of that. Next to you, off to the right, there's going to be a one rental at a time banner. I got one built for anybody who wants to do a testimonial, right? You want to go in and say something about one rental at a time or the event or whatever. Somebody's going to be there to record those. There's going to be that. Then there's going to be the Zoom call, the virtual. Man, nothing is cheap in Vegas. So we're paying to have multiple cameras, multiple microphones, an operator at it, so they can switch mics or whatever they talk about, so we get everybody on camera. And yeah, that's and then I'm going to be running around with my head cut off. So I mean, that's a lot of stuff.
I love it. I got to say that you had reached out to me and said, "Hey, should I do the virtual?" And
Yeah.
I was like, "Absolutely do the virtual. Absolutely do it." And not only that, but even too, you spent a lot of extra money to make sure that the virtual was done in such a high quality way, and that we want to make sure that the people at home, both whether you're watching the recordings or watching it live via Zoom, that you have a high quality experience. So no, that is phenomenal. And I appreciate the way that, one thing for sure with you is everything you do it right. So
I
super
certainly
excited.
try. Knock on wood.
Certainly. Yeah,
Knock on wood.
I love it. I
Yeah,
love it.
Yeah, and again, the other thing that really is becoming obvious to me, like when I had this, or when Dion had this crazy idea, and I said yes, I thought I went right to the speakers. That's kind of where my brain went. It's like, okay, who can I get there? Blah blah blah. Like, how can I organize it? But the more and more I interact with people going, those 300 people in the room, I really bet you there'll be 50 or more new friendships made that will be lifelong friendships. I really think that will happen. It'll be interesting.
Well, big time. And this is the beauty of it. You and I met at a similar
Yeah.
style event. You and I and Adrian.
Shout out Bo. Shout out
Yeah.
Bo and Adrian. Yeah.
Yeah, Bo's event, we met, and it's same thing. And so now we've become close friends. My closest friends are people that I've met in these rooms. And so, my friend Joe D, which you're now acquainted with, Alex Lear, another brother of mine. And it's interesting that absolutely these live events, the beauty of going is because you get to be with people, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, ask questions, interact, get feedback. Hey, I'm thinking about this. I like this idea, this concept. What do you think? But that you want to leave with 3 to 5 really good acquaintances, people that can support you on this journey. So I love it.
Yeah. It's and then of course we're doing the extras. I paid to have a concert, right? That was certainly not a cost I had to bear, but I thought it would be really cool, really to give back to the Blind Center who's hosting us. They have an in-house band called the Broken Spectacle, so we're going to get an hour concert, which I think is going to be a blast. And then on Saturday we're going to do an hour of, I don't know, kind of awards or thank yous or whatnot, kind of a, let's recognize where we've been, where we're going, kind of thing. So Saturday is going to be a long day, man. It's like 8 to 10.
Celebration. And again, I want to say for anybody watching this, thank you so much, because we're celebrating you. This is about the community. It's about 50,000 plus subscribers. It was, and it seemed so crazy, 9 months ago, a year ago, when we were talking about it, like, let's get to 50. And here we are. So thank you, everybody. If you're watching or listening, this is because of you. So thank you.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I feel better. I feel better. I actually was in Vegas last week, just trying to work with the video guys and the facility, and just there's so many moving pieces. So knock on wood, it goes together. It comes together. So it should be fun.
I want to say too, for folks out there, the virtual, if you have not bought a virtual ticket, okay, do yourself a favor. It's a limited capacity. You can only have so many people on the Zoom. It's a limited capacity. So if you have any interest, sign up. The live event sold out within weeks, about 5 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks. The virtual now has been on sale. It's $99. They can go to one rental at a time. It should also be here in the notes. And the beauty is you're also going to get the recordings of everything. So also, Michael and I talked about this. We want to make sure to facilitate. If you have questions, just like in the room, we're going to make sure that we get a handful of questions within the chat from people that are virtual. Michael, any kind of thoughts on that or follow up?
No, I'm getting excited. It's a month away. I honestly never thought we would get here. I think Dion threw this out when we were at like 11 or 12,000 and you're growing 200 a month. I'm like, okay, that's going to be like 2040. Sure, I'll sign up for that. But yeah, we're here. It's going to be a lot of fun. Ty, thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a mentor. And dude, thank you for coming and helping out. You're amazing. Take care.
This is awesome. Thank you.
Mhm.